For history was history, fools were we. Then we climbed a tree and finally we could see. Lo, then the internet made us smart, now know everything do we. Thus we share with thee these trifleries, till nobody learns nothing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel. It's so nice to see you. My name is Jay Hickman. I'm here with my very good friends, Kyle Jones and John Swayze. Say hello, fellows.
Hi there.
Hello.
I did it. I said
Hello.
it.
Damn it. I know you beat me to it.
Yeah, wow. It's not a race.
Hello.
Like everyone
It's
wins.
not.
Everyone wins
Jones.
this competition. There's a trophy
It's-
for everybody.
Jay, it's not a race to you because you're not in it.
Right, you introduced
snap.
us.
That hurt.
You shoot the gun. You fire the pistol.
how it feels.
All right, so this is
All right, please.
You've come at a great time, everybody, because this week Kyle and John are in a big competition, and I'm going to be the referee, and we'll just see what happens. This week we have something fun lined up. It's an episode you've probably seen this since you clicked on it. It's called "Crapping on the Classics," and how this is going to work is. This is long overdue, I think. But in this episode, we're going to take a look at the classics. These are songs or poems or visual art or movies, TV that are considered great by some standard. And we will undertake the noble goal of challenging that standard.
Yeah.
So for too long, I say... What?
Yeah.
Are you ready to interrupt me?
I was
what
getting
you say.
excited.
Okay.
You say
I was getting
what?
excited.
For too long, I say, we have held these pieces of art or literature up as some sort of sacred cows beyond reproach. And why? Because we're sheep? Because society says we have to? Well, that ends today. We will now hold these so-called classics to the rigorous drunken scrutiny that you've come to expect from Bottom of the Barrel, and we'll see how they hold up. Maybe at the end we'll say, sure, despite some shortcomings, this or that opus is well deserving to remain in the pantheon of classics, but at least we'll have taken a proper look under the hood. What do you say?
Mm-hmm. I like
I'd
it.
say that was a damn fine commercial for this episode is what it was.
Yeah,
Man, now I'm glad I heard that. Now I know what we're going to do.
Now, yeah, crap.
Crystal clear, mister.
Do you want to pause so you can do some research now that you understand what the topic
next
is?
week,
No need.
this
No
episode.
need. I've already done it.
But
You ever heard of AI? Look into it.
so frequently in discussion of whatever art or movies or whatever, like you'll hear somebody say like, "How could you not like Beverly Hills Cop? It's a classic." So I think the definition of classic might vary from person to person, but
that I came across
That's a
the
great
same
question
realization.
because like in the radio music world of rock and roll, we've heard in I would say 1980s there was a surge of classic rock stations.
right.
Houston had a couple, but that was like about 20 years after the 60s. So the 80s.
It didn't fall into the oldies, the golden oldies.
No,
and
the
stuff.
oldies
It was
would have been
an-
like the 50s.
The next one.
Yeah,
So
anything that was defined as rock, if it was in the 50s during the invention of rock and roll, that would have been on the oldies station in the 80s. But anything from the 60s forward in the rock genre would be called classic
in,
rock.
Like the 60s,
Classic rock.
The 60s and 70s. And so, but now if you go to a classic rock station,
Oh, yeah.
they're not playing the music from the 60s and 70s anymore. They're just going back about 20 years. So they're playing stuff from 2000 and 2005.
Right.
That's their classic rock
First
station.
off, yes, you make a good point, but they still play the 60s and 70s. Like, I still hear Zeppelin on a classic rock station.
Yeah, but maybe, there's like one station left that does that.
But now
used
I
to be-
also
used to be
hear
4 or 5.
Nirvana.
Right.
Yeah, it'll play
Right, you'll hear
Zeppelin
both.
through
Yeah,
Nirvana.
it'll be a kind of a smorgasbord.
Yeah, for the classic rock stations, the definition just seems to be what were we listening to 20 years ago? Let's call that classic now. And that's sad. That's sad. I think that is that's a good example of the thing that deserves a little scrutiny.
Okay, then what is 20 years ago? What was the music coming out in 2005? What's now a classic? Anybody got the internet handy?
Yeah,
I was too busy listening to the prior classics. I don't know. I quit. I didn't even try.
Like Life is a Highway.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I'm sure.
If you're going my way, I want to drive it all night long. Gimme.
Is that a remake
Classic.
though from a 60s or 70s song?
It sounded like a remake of
Yeah,
the time.
I'm
thought
going
it
off of
was.
the version off of the Cars soundtrack.
Yeah, and that was like a
Pixar's-
country artist or something that did it,
Right.
It wasn't the. I think there was an original version to that song.
There was, and they redid it for.
Well, there's definitely was an original version, but that may have been the original version.
Okay. Well, now we're
what I
going.
did.
We're down our first wormhole.
Kyle,
and we're
take it
barely
to
5
another
minutes
level.
in.
I'm just
There
Incredible.
you go. Damn, Kyle. Mind drop or head explosion or whatever you want to call it.
I like mind drop. Let's stick with that. So
That's an anime term.
I did
Gaming,
have
anyway.
I did have some sort of loose kind of format for this episode. We can go.
Before you do, real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
That's
that's
such
fine.
a classic
Jay,
thing for you
very
to say.
important. I have not heard one single crack of a cork, one jingle of ice
The jingle
into a
jangle.
glass. Okay, all right. Just to
Okay,
remind our
and I
listeners
have-
that this is Bottom of the Barrel because we all are drinking some sort of whiskey concoction.
That's generally.
I decided to lean into the theme a little bit as far as classics goes.
We should talk
and
about
a
that.
Classic drink is Jack and Coke. So I don't normally drink Jack Daniels because it's kind of what do you call it? An instant hangover. You know you're not going to feel good the next day when Jack Daniels gets involved.
Look at
But-
Kyle. Look at Kyle
doing
jumping
it
on the
for the team,
grenade for
for
this
you
episode.
guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, so a classic, just Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola.
Excellent.
Well,
What about you guys?
I am drinking my old standard Jameson and Diet Coke because when people go,
Classic.
"What's John?" Exactly, I go, "What's John drinking?" Jameson and Diet Coke. Classic Swayze.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You we I don't think we
But there's not a lot of options. I had to get it from the bar at the hotel here in Reno.
and they served it in that to-go cup with a lid and a straw.
They sure did, Jay.
Talk about classic, or at least
I
classy.
know.
Super classy, if not classic. Yeah,
Jay, what about you?
I'm enjoying Canadian Mist and Diet Cola.
Surprise, everybody.
Yeah.
For the record, the top hits of 2005 now classics are Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Oh, no.
Gwen Stefani's Holla Back Girl.
That's
You
never
know
been
that
played
one,
on a
right?
classic rock station.
Ain't no Holla Back Girl.
That is not classic rock or classic in any way.
Oh.
Not really.
Since you've been gone.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is making me sad. Can
Anyway.
we move on?
We should.
Are you
I'm
saying?
sad
Wait.
too.
So you're saying now that winners of like America's Got Talent are considered classics?
Yeah, according to our math.
Well, okay. This is
Wow.
only
Of
on the
20
classic
years.
rock station. They pick songs that are in the rock genre, which Kelly Clarkson is not. So, like, what are the rock hits of 2005?
Ain't no holla back girl.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's fine. So anyway, as I was investigating what constitutes a classic, I wanted to jump in the Wayback Machine and start with nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Which are these are not the earliest literary classics that we have, because there's Homer and Shakespeare out there in the world, but they were perhaps the most accessible pieces of literature because they were easy to memorize and recite. So
aimed at little children and forced upon them.
Yeah, hell yeah. So nursery rhymes have been around for centuries. They originated in Britain. Surprise, surprise. The first major volume of nursery rhymes. Go ahead.
The lyric of the common man.
I like that. Hold on, I'm jotting that down.
Because I think that they didn't want to have to memorize a whole sonnet or a play, so they just had their little thing. And they just, let's do 4 lines. That's all we need. 6 maybe.
And
we're good.
To Kyle's point, the audience was children. And so, we wanted something simple for them that they could take away. But the first major volume of nursery rhymes was Tommy Thumb's Songbook, published in 1744. Mother
Tommy
Goose.
Thumb, little Tommy Thumb.
Mother Goose followed not too terribly long after, later on in the 18th century. Many nursery rhymes use nonsense language or fantastical images to engage young listeners' imaginations in new and creative ways. Okay. Other nursery rhymes are just simply dumb.
I can agree.
But if you were in a family with children around this era, this was basically what you did for entertainment before TVs were invented, and you could binge season
before
1 of Lost.
iPod.
Yeah, before you could binge season 1 of Lost on your favorite streaming platform. But the more you read of them, again, surprise, surprise, the more they appear to have been creative to teach life lessons or influence good behavior in children, which is a theme that seems to keep coming up for us here on this podcast.
Yep.
But it's interesting because although
kids are rotten.
they need good influences.
This was a way to control the children.
Yep, it was a way to control the children.
You need the witch out in the forest that's going to eat them, and if they go out in the forest,
turn in a circle, you'll die.
Don't do what that little boy that stuck his thumb in a pie. Don't do that. Oh, that's bad. Wow. Don't stick your thumb in a pie, Timmy.
And why? I could think of a lot of other things I'd say don't stick in a pie. But why your thumb?
I think
don't put that
grandma was mad that little Timmy stuck his freaking thumb in the pie she just made. And she was pissed.
That gives you 4 other digits. 5 if you really want to think about it.
But he stuck his thumb in there.
I know.
She's gonna.
Don't stick your thumb in there.
Change the story. He stuck his thumb in there.
It might.
I'm saying so. Anything else he could put in there, just not his thumb.
I have not researched this one specifically, but it may have to do with the bad habit of thumb sucking. Like, don't put your thumb in your mouth. Don't put your thumb in your mouth. You don't know where that thumb's been. It might have been in a pie and pulled a plum out. I don't know.
But pies are good.
So
it tastes good.
Before we jump in, one last point.
Know if you had a plum in your mouth.
It's interesting to me because all of us know at least some of these nursery rhymes, which means they were likely read to us at some point. The parenting style that they exemplify, like let's teach the children good manners through the use of nursery rhymes, is so different from the parenting model we remember, from the 80s, late 70s, 80s, which was basically take your bike,
go classics.
Go explore the ditch with your friends and be home by dark. Like that was the parenting we grew up with.
When the street lights come on, we need to go home.
Yeah, but the parenting style in the late 1700s was different. Like, gather around, children. We're going to teach you an important life lesson. Shall we dig into a few of these? Here's
in song.
Yeah.
Here's a classic.
Okay, bring it on, Jay.
Ride a Cockhorse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. You remember that one?
Okay. Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
You don't remember the rhyme about?
I'm trying to decipher.
You don't remember the rhyme about the Cockhorse? Boy, I do.
No.
Whenever
they didn't allow that.
He was a stud.
Our school, I guess.
Whenever my grandparent would read a nursery rhyme about a cockhorse, I was like, "Tell me more."
Ears up on that cockhorse.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
ride a cockhorse.
Yeah, that's the best kind of horse there is. Apparently,
so what's the lesson there? I'm not following it.
I think this one was just for entertainment. By the way, I did dig a little into this one. A cockhorse is a phrase from around the 15th century, which means a high-spirited horse, although it can also refer to an uncastrated horse, which I guess where the spirit comes from.
That makes
High on the
sense,
cock.
actually.
If the horse is uncastrated, it would have a little more spirit to it. Which may where
little
the
more cock.
where the cock reference maybe comes from. All right, let's try another one.
I love that
Testosterone.
though.
Me too.
I think it's time. Yeah.
Here, try this. Two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. You heard that one?
That's not somebody who can't make up their mind.
Yeah. What's the point?
What are we doing?
There's no. That's it. That's the rhyme. There's no more to that rhyme.
Go away, come back?
Yeah, fly away and then come back. That's it. That's it. Some literary scholars have said that this rhyme often accompanies the maxim, "A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush." But why? And also, what? What is the point of
think
it?
it's
It doesn't.
I think it's a
I'm not-
control issue.
Who's
Go away,
controlling
bird.
who
Come
in this
back.
case?
Do what
Who's
I
in-
say, bird.
Sit down. Stand up.
Okay.
Sit down. Stand up. Sit down again. There. Good bird.
Freeze. Put your hands up.
Well done. Get on your knees. Freeze. Freeze. Get down. Yeah.
Wait. What kind of birds were we talking about?
Dicky birds.
What are
Dickies.
dicky birds in particular?
They're rough birds actually made of canvas material.
Great
in
to
the
wear
works
when
and-
you
Yeah.
work in a kitchen.
I'm wearing my
somewhere.
dickies.
Yeah. There's like
I don't know. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of a dickie.
Oh,
Sounds
I-
like an
I have.
I
English
mean, I've heard
Yeah.
of a dicky bird.
I've heard of a dicky bird. It is
Sam the eagle has a great. bit
thank
about
you.
it.
Yes, Sam the Eagle knows what a dicky bird is.
I don't even know who Sam the Eagle is.
Yes,
What?
you do.
From the Muppets.
How dare you?
I remember when we.
we
Wow.
covered this
Wow.
topic, John Swayze. We covered this.
Yeah.
I don't think we covered Sam the Eagle. We
We
have talked
had
about-
Oh,
we
man.
had a
Oh,
contest to
no.
name as many Muppets as you could in 3 minutes, and I guess you didn't name
okay.
Sam the Eagle.
I think I was asleep at that point.
You might have been. I named Sam
I
the
think I-
Eagle.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jay.
very good. Well,
Sam the
very
Eagle
nice. Sorry, I
famously
stand corrected on
recited
that.
the poem Titwillow with Rolf the dog
Yes.
on piano, and it mentions
beautiful.
that is Gilbert and Sullivan. The word dicky bird comes up in the lyrics of Titwillow. It's not important right now. Speaking of, here's another nursery rhyme featuring birds. Birds of a
And
feather.
dicks.
What? Are you ready?
Nothing. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's like working with children. Birds of a feather flock together, and so will pigs and swine. Rats and mice have their choice, and so will I have mine. The analysis,
Find your people.
the analysis,
people,
the
yeah.
analysis that I have for this
Or
one is
I'm going to remain independent.
I have no idea what that means.
I got to be me. I got to be me. I can't. They don't know. Don't put me in a box.
Yeah, I especially like the second line, and so will pigs and swine. Like pigs and swine both like to hang out together, which is nice.
Aren't
Like
they the same thing?
yeah, I noticed that myself.
Which is why they get along so well.
Anyway, none of that made the least bit of sense. But it was like these three examples that don't make any sense. But these were popular at the time. Like this is what people wanted to recite and listen to these things. Like people enjoyed these. Like imagine this.
John doesn't look like he's enjoying this.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
enjoying this immensely. I remember growing up on these.
That's why that's why I wanted to raise this point, which
I had the leather bound version of these books.
Gross.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because for a modern audience, like, and I will select Kyle as the modern audience who is like sitting over there like, what is the point of any of this?
No,
people,
I don't know those.
People in the late 18th century really dug these, like they really were into them. Imagine, for example, the following scenario. Mummy, can you read me the one about the fat little boy who forced intimacy on the girls in his class until they cried? Oh, you just like that one because it has the same name as you, don't you, Georgie? All right, then, just one more time, then it's straight off to bed. First, come give Mummy a big, wet, licorice kiss. Ah, there's a good lad.
So is Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie that kid?
Yes, that is Georgie Porgy Pudding and Pie.
I'd like to know, what is a licorice kiss?
A kiss with lots of licking in it, I think.
A lot of tongue.
Yeah.
A lot of tongue.
Oh,
yeah.
Kiss your mom like that?
Only
That's sending some wrong messages.
Only if she specifically asks for it, you do, of course.
Well,
like the point of these nursery rhymes was to teach children good manners.
That's you gotta
and licking your mother's
mommy.
a good thing,
and to kiss your mother with that mouth.
Yeah,
you lick your mother with that mouth.
Speaking of excellent behavior in children, here, try this one out. Little boy Blue, he needed the money.
As much as everybody hates him, Daniel Dice Clay was quite the jackass. That is my favorite of his jokes. So concise.
Yeah, it was good.
So what's interesting is
there's lots that's interesting.
Those classics. Oh, of course there is, but you've got those classics, and I can think of two instances where somebody tapped into those and gave it their own little spin. One is Andrew Dice Clay, of course, you just mentioned.
Yeah.
But the other one that happened many years prior to that was the guys that did Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Right, Fractured Fairy Tales.
Well, Fractured Fairy Tales, yeah.
Love that whole,
I think all kind of peppered through the whole series, there was all kinds of references like that. So, but definitely Fractured Fairy Tales. But that was, I just thought a very, very clever way to put a little adult spin on it.
Yeah, but I mean, it serves the point to say, like, these things deserve a second look because they were weird. Like, there were things that were wrong with those, and it.
I mean, Ring Around the Posy about the plague?
Yeah,
right. Ring Around the Rosie was a plague.
And
I don't remember exactly how.
And isn't that fun? Ashes, ashes, we all fall down to our deaths.
Yeah. We're all gonna die. Woo! Well, and there were like a Bloody Mary had her own, like Three Blind Mice is Bloody Mary threatening the Protestants, and then she moves on to Mary Mary Quite Contrary, where she's torturing Protestants.
That's sweet.
No, it's like sweet wee.
And I don't even have to tell you about Mary Had a Little Lamb. I mean, let's not even go there.
She was hungry. She needed the food.
One person can call it.
She needed dinner.
Mary, she needed the money. Oh,
the mutton. Isn't that mutton? Am I crazy, or is
no mutton is
lamb mutton?
a grown sheep.
Okay. Well, that ruins everything. Thank you, Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, this is why no one likes you, Andrew.
Good. That would be she needed the mutton. That's what I need. That's where it needs to land. But Andrew Dice Clay,
Kyle, I would send that in to Andrew Dice Clay. I just write it down and send him an email.
Yeah,
he'll figure it out.
Like he's
a big fan of the podcast.
He is not busy.
Yeah, that could be.
I know for a fact
it could cause a huge resurgence.
He would love to hear from you, Kyle.
No, you can
It'd
have
be good for all of us.
It's all yours.
Dear Mr. Clay, I have a few ideas that I wanted to run past you for your big comeback tour.
Sponsored by Bottom of the Barrel Podcast. Now, we don't have any money, but we think given the right demographic.
This week at the Tylenol Arena, Andrew Dice Clay's comeback tour. Not to get too far off topic, but my favorite Andrew Dice Clay was, "What's your name, honey? Any idea?" And I enjoyed that one. He would call out to the young ladies in the front row who he presumed were bimbos and didn't know their names.
No.
Yeah.
So
Man. It's
I will
another layer of
blame that.
comedy. Some people just don't understand, right?
No, I'm insulting her, dumb shit.
Oh no, I'm an asshole.
I'm a nice
see.
What's
soul.
your problem?
What's your problem, honey? I'm an asshole. What can I tell you? So I will now recite for
It
real.
doesn't have to be gay.
Not gay if it's just a tip.
Okay. We're getting back to nursery rhymes. Are you ready? I'm gonna.
All right.
For real,
Don't worry,
I'm going to
the barrel
recite.
has-
I'm
there's
going to recite "Little
more
Boy
depth.
Blue." Are you ready? This is important.
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under a haycock, fast asleep. This one is annoying
Are
to
you
me.
only looking for poems with the word cock in it?
I was going to say, would you find a
that what this
horse cock?
is?
I
Would
did
you
not
find a
have.
horse
I
cock
did
near
not
the
have to.
haycock?
Guys, I did not have to seek these out. Like half of the nursery rhymes have the word "cock" in them, and
Okay.
I'm
They
not.
were written by a lot of Catholic priests, Kyle. I don't know if you're aware of that. These all
they're
come
the
from
ones
Catholic
writing
Church.
it. Okay,
Like,
we
I
won't blame you, Jay.
I
We'll
could
blame the writers.
not. I cannot. I looked into this. I couldn't explain why, but there are a lot of terms from this time period with the word "cock" in them, and I really don't know why. For example, do either of you know this one? There was a naughty cock who strutted about in vain, and when he came around the coop, he loved to show his mane. He raised the ire of a
God.
cat, who rather hotly said, "Beware, you cock, for all your pride might make you lose your head." Any thoughts?
Oh,
Anything?
I think he was.
Man, I think
I got
ZZ
it.
Top did a song with those lyrics. That was magnificent.
It had to
but-
be their best.
But actually, before you read that, great minds, as it were. I
Sure.
was thinking, cock could also refer to a chicken, a male rooster, or whatever.
Yeah,
And then you
we've
said that
discussed
thing,
this
so-
a
Yeah.
long time ago on a previous episode in season 1. We were talking about Chaucer for some reason,
yeah,
and the
Yonga solta bonga blurker.
For some reason, why wouldn't we?
great point.
Old English, maybe.
Yeah, no, you were talking about a vein cock.
Oh, yes, the vein
yes,
cock.
I
Yeah.
remember
Was
the
it-
veiny
that.
cock.
Was it during
got into
the weather
vein cock.
episode? We were talking about weather veins or something. I don't remember what we were talking
I
about.
think
Cock
it
and
was
vein
a
or
it
weather
was a
veins.
tangential moment.
Weather veins
Tangential.
have cocks atop.
A tangential moment.
Tangential.
Hey, you have 10 genitals. Oh!
Hey, oh,
Hey, I almost
ah.
said penis. Hey.
Listen, I was just talking about a vein cock. Ayo.
Hey, cock, vein cock.
Here, try this one.
Please continue.
Any more cock stuff?
Maybe.
Oh,
I have
Jay, yeah.
I have several more nursery rhymes.
He's
and
got more.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
possible
all right,
that
bring it on.
the word cock will show up because it seems to happen a lot.
All right.
Here, try this.
no.
Try this one,
Okay.
fellas. Curly locks, will you be mine?
Oh no.
You
We've
shall.
already got the rhyme. Sorry.
It rhymes with cock. Will you
apologize.
please just wait? It's got like
You couldn't even wait for the cock. You had to go for the rock.
I know. I
Locks.
got.
this
got
rhyme
excited
has like
again.
30 whole words. Can you let me recite them, please? Jesus. Curly locks, will you be mine? You shall not wash dishes, nor feed the swine, but sit on a cushion and sew a fine seam, and sup upon strawberries, sugar, and cream. There's a lot to unpack in this one.
Yeah.
The
I think this is a Wes Anderson film.
I see the camera.
Starring Bill Murray as Curly.
And Scarlett Johansson as Curly Locks. So the protagonist,
I'd watch that.
the protagonist in this rhyme is proposing marriage, but doesn't actually know the girl's name. Like he has a nickname for her based on her appearance. Like, is this what
Curly Locks.
Is this what competitive courtship looked like in the 18th century? Like, I heard George Winterby came calling upon you Thursday last, but you mustn't marry him, Charlotte. He will only make you wash dishes and feed the chickens. If you come with me, you shall have the finest life, just sewing things all day long. What do you say, my love?
You know, you really could have worked cock into that.
Like if you took that line and put it in like a Humphrey Bogart noir type thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Kyle. I agree with you. Let me try it one more time.
Curly Locks.
Let me try it one more time.
Okay.
Curly locks,
ready.
will you be mine? You shall not wash dishes nor feed the swine, but sit on a haycock and sew a fine seam and sup upon strawberries, sugar, and cream. What do you think?
Cock.
Better?
Yes.
Could you also put in horsecock?
Yeah, where's the horse in all this?
Cockhorse. It's
Oh, the Cockhorse.
It's
Sorry.
not horse
Sorry.
cock, John. It's Cockhorse. It's very different. Very different.
Is it, Jay? Is it really?
When I search on the internet, the same video shows up.
What are you? I'm sorry. What
What
are you
on
talking?
earth video are you talking about?
No matter if I'm typing in horse cock.
Oh,
Cock or
Cockhorse or
Horse.
horse cock.
It's
The same.
Yeah, it's the
It
same
takes you to the
video.
same content.
I think it's very clear that YouTube is not in tune with the classics.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So
If you're looking for classics,
know.
do not go to YouTube,
it's only
fellas.
going back to 1990
Yeah,
something.
what's your
or
problem,
whenever
YouTube?
started.
Jeez, get with the program.
Yeah.
Get the horse cock going. All right, Jay. Do you have any more of your
As a matter of fact, Kyle, I'm so glad you asked. I have a couple more.
related? Okay.
I have a couple more classics here.
Please. Yeah.
Handy Spandy, Jack a dandy, loves plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at the grocer's shop, and out he came. Hop, hop, hop.
What the
Cockhorse.
man?
The-
I have never heard of any of these.
Come on.
You
Yeah,
haven't
they're
said-
getting. Well, no, Jay, I will say you're straying off the proverbial trail here as far as they're getting a little more obscure for me.
Okay, fair
I mean, I
enough.
like them. I'm enjoying them, Jay. I like them.
Yeah.
I picked that
I
one
just
in
don't
particular.
recognize that one.
I picked that one because it didn't make a lick of sense. Here's
Okay.
Here's another. Tell you what. Here's another one in the same vein that I didn't make any sense to me. But then we'll get to something a little more quote classic. But real quick.
Okay.
I had a little hen, the prettiest ever seen. She washed up the dishes and kept the house clean. She went to the mill
Lord.
to fetch me some flour and always got home in less than an hour. She baked me my bread. She brewed me my ale. She sat by the fire and told a fine tale. So, first of all, what?
Oh, that's the end?
Yeah, that's the end of the
He's
nursery
got a
rhyme.
great lady that just does whatever the hell he wants. What does he do?
And is also a hen. He's
Whatever he wants.
He's Gonzo the Muppet. He has a hen wife.
He said that? That was a
No,
Gonzo
that was from Mother Goose.
Episode
Mother
or
Goose's
something?
nursery rhyme, 1785.
Wow.
Yeah, but and apparently
That's
this
not going to go over well today. That sounds like some,
right.
you know.
It's from another era. All right, this one you'll know for sure. Okay, you ready? Bob,
Wait, hang on. The last one. Did she mop the floors? Was that in there?
it was
Did
not.
she scrub
Are
the
you
toilet?
speaking like, did she actually mop the floors? Is that a euphemism?
No. I mean, we're just leaving out some chores that this.
Well,
that,
it sounds
our
like she was a
beloved-
pretty all-around complete.
Yeah,
No,
this
she was
Whatever.
doing everything.
She did it all. I mean,
the last line
I
of
don't
the
know what
first
they're-
verse is "and kept the house clean." Like I think it's a catch-all.
which
what a-
means
what
she
a
toweled
great-
off.
What a great hen she was. The prettiest little
Oh, yeah.
hen. That's a real nursery rhyme, actual from Mother Goose. Here's one you're sure to know. Ready? You're gonna love it. Ready? Mm-hmm. Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. This one is a classic, dating back to the mid-1700s. So first of all, there's this talking sheep, right? And he meets these random people in the street who greet him by saying hello in his native language, ba ba, but then proceed to carry out the rest of the conversation in English.
Is it a black sheep? Does it mean like black sheep, like it is part of the black race, or like the black? Is black sheep? If you say that's the black sheep of the family, is that that's not a racial slur?
It's not, I guess. Great point. There were occasionally like black wool on a sheep as a recessive gene. The dominant gene was white wool, and white wool is obviously easier to dye, so more appropriate for the textile industry.
I'm assuming there's some symbolism there. There is an amazing rap group named Black Sheep.
But there is an actual a black sheep is something like you're saying, Jay. That
you're the black sheep of the family.
You had a thousand sheep born, and one of them was called the black sheep because it came out with black wool.
Outcast.
Right.
And obviously, you're not going to be able to sell that.
There's also an amazing rap group named Outcast.
Kyle, can you let John finish just for once?
No, that was good. I was quite done.
But yes, I think that's quite right. Like a black sheep in the sheep herding business, like. I guess black sheep were not welcomed as much as the white ones because you could do less with the wool. Like you could obviously shear the sheep.
So like the black sheep of the family would be like the kid that didn't fit in and didn't do what the parents wanted or what was expected, and
and the black sheep on an actual or the black wool on an actual sheep couldn't be dyed into any color you wanted it.
Right.
Like you could. Oddly enough, it was the rarest and most special of all the sheep.
Yeah. Ironically, yes. You'd think like, ooh, black yarn. I can't wait to make a sweater out of this.
White buffalo.
That's where the original
black buffalo treatment
in Ireland. That's where the original black sweaters came from. They're very hard to find.
Yeah. Highly sought after.
That's the black Irish?
Highly sought after, you bet. I mean, supply and demand and all that.
I was sick that day in history.
So anyway, this sheep shares that he has 3 bags of wool, but how does he know that? Like he didn't shear himself, obviously, but someone did. So how big
how big's a bag?
Yeah, how big are these bags? Like you got one sheep, right? Like you know how big a sheep is.
Y'all
you
are
shear
asking a lot. You want them to include some kilos in the rhyme scheme?
There's like 8 lines of rhyme. Like he goes into a lot of detail about who the bags of wool are for, and like who cares? I would rather know how big are these bags.
You've already lost me because there's no Cockhorse at all in it. So I've already shut down. I'm out.
Ba black sheep, how big is your penis? Yes, it's very large. It fits in 3 bags. So
3 cock-sized bags.
So the sheep is now carrying his own bags of wool to go deliver to these 3 people. And also, what are these people doing with the wool? Like 2 of them are either nobility or at least people of wealth and prominence that are interested in raw, untreated black wool for reasons. And then there's a little boy who wants some black wool for also reasons. Like what? But the other
he's just giving it away.
If you were living at the time, you would know. You would know, Jay.
But he's not selling it. He's just giving it to them, right? Presumably. I mean, they didn't mention anything about I sold it. It's like one's for the first one. Who's the first one?
The master and the dame, like people with money. Like you could charge money for this black wool to these rich people.
Unless the dame means like a prostitute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so it's a barter? It's a barter arrangement?
Yeah.
Who wants the black sheep?
Who wants some wool?
Yeah.
The lady.
I don't know.
Some wool.
Now, I don't know why the little boy down the lane gets some. Then that's just wrong.
Yeah. See,
it's all coming together here, guys.
What does he have to offer?
There was in the 70s. I remember people saying pulling wool meant you were getting laid.
What?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with
a lot of wool?
I never heard that.
pulling? I know pulling
They're
wool
having
over
sex.
one's eyes to fool them.
Yeah.
But pulling wool also
Right.
refers to copulation.
Pubic. Yeah, spiked pubic hair.
Fornication.
Oh no!
It was that sort of reference from what I understood. Yeah. He pulls a lot of wool.
Well, that was in the 70s, of course, the era of classic rock.
There's a reason John is not
And
familiar
huge
with,
mounds of pubic hair.
and and
were
John.
huge.
There's a reason why you're not familiar with that term.
There is.
Oh no!
You see, you weren't pulling, and never mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I was not pulling wool.
final.
Please continue.
Final
I
note about
apologize.
Baba Black Sheep. This was in a special class of nursery rhymes that got set to music at some point. Not all of them did, but Baba Black Sheep, as you well know, was known as a song. Yes, and that melody is very interesting because it comes from a French song called "Ah vous dirai-je maman." Have you heard of "Ah vous dirai-je
No,
maman"?
it's not. Can I correct
It's
your
a classic.
pronunciation a bit? No, I don't want to embarrass you. You go ahead.
Kyle, you are too kind to me. I apologize. Yes, my French is a little rusty, but the best I can do for you is "Ah vous dirai-je maman." I had not heard of that previous to this week. Like only in my research did I learn about this song. Which would you mind if I sing it for you real fast?
Please.
It's
Is this going to be a cappella or do you have accompaniment?
I'm afraid, and yeah, it'll have to be a cappella, as we normally sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" or "Baba
Don't
Black
say
Sheep."
I'm afraid. I'm looking forward to it.
Jay, do you want me to back you up with?
Wow. Tell you what, let me do it just by
Let's do
myself
the
first.
first one a cappella.
Yeah, and then
okay, fine.
and then
fine.
we'll ramp
Yeah,
up
I'll hang
to.
back. I'll hang back over here.
If we have
Yeah.
time, we'll go into that version.
Then we'll do
Just-
it with
just
full
give me a little
instrumentation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Give
Yeah.
me a signal if you want me to join in. I'm watching.
Okay, here goes. À vous dirai-je, maman, ce qui cause mon tourment. Papa veut que je raisonne comme une grande personne. Moi, je dis que les bonbons valent mieux que la raison. And I'm sure you'd like to know the translation, which is delightful. You ready?
Yeah, which word was cock?
You're about to
and
find
which was
out.
horse.
Here's what that sweet little French song actually means. Oh, mother, shall I tell you what's causing my annoyance? Father wants me to reason like an adult, but I say that candy is worth more than reason. That's it. That's the French song from nearly 300 years ago that became so popular that people in other countries were like, listen, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, even after you translated that for me, but that's a catchy tune. I think I could turn that into something.
It was totally the. That was the key.
I mean, I've done zero supplemental research on this, but I would posit that this is the most well-known melody across the planet Earth, probably. Like it's had nearly 300
Baba
years.
Black Sheep, you think?
Yeah, that tune is also the melody behind "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Twinkle,
it's
twinkle,
also
yeah.
it's also the melody behind the alphabet song.
Hey,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
lick upon my cock, 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 cock.
my Cockhorse. Mozart composed a 14-minute piece that does 12 variations to this tune in 1781.
Oh,
and
course
even
Mozart did.
even Sesame Street subtly roasted the fact that 3 of the most popular children's songs in the English language are basically the same song. Kyle,
way.
you're our
Love
resident Muppet expert. Do you remember Telly? Telly
Yeah,
from Sesame
I know
Street?
the character.
Yes.
It was a little later.
He performed on Sesame Street. He gets together with Prairie Dawn the girl from Sesame Street, and she plays piano while he performs the Alpha Baba Twinkle song. And everyone's
This is a little bit of a blind spot. I know who all these characters are, but I didn't have kids at the time, and of course I was well grown up.
There was good reason for you not to be watching Sesame Street during this period, but Sesame Street roasted this song. They were like, "Really?
That's amazing."
Yeah, he sang the Alpha Baba Twinkle song, which it basically was like, "Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? How I wonder what you are. W, X, Y, and Z." Like, it was great. It was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They're the best.
And we'll be right back.
Has this ever happened to you? You're at the end of another hell of a day. The boss is busting your chops, your kids are out of their minds, and you feel like you got hit by a friggin' truck. But when you walk back in that door, you feel like $100 because you know you trust your skincare and feminine hygiene needs to the best. And you know who the best is, eh? Say it with me. Big Frank Skincare and Feminine Hygiene Products is the best. Guys, really? You can't do better than that?
Why?
That's what you said to say.
Just forget it. Thanks, guys. Now just go inventory the derma peels, would you?
Say hi to your mom for me.
Will do, Mikey. Guys, freaking guys. From moisturizers and astringents to UV protection and anti-aging serums, Big Frank is here for you. I even got the fancy stuff, like those powdered Tahitian pearls or the bio-friendly sea urchin ejaculate or whatever. And just the other day, I got on some of these brand new state-of-the-art DIY liposuction kits. That's right, it's a Big Frank special exclusive. And I'll tell you what, if you order right now, I'll throw in a
What do you want these, Frank?
Jesus, Tony, we're doing a commercial advertisement over here.
How was I supposed to know? You asked me to bring you some maxi pads, so I bring you maxi
For
pads.
Pete's sakes, Tony, all you have
come
to do
on,
is
that's
pay
what you told me
attention
to
and
do.
see if
They're
I'm
right
talking
here.
in front of the microphone.
Just tell me
or
where
not.
to put the freaking maxi pads.
Right there, just put them down and get your dumb ass out of here.
Christ's sakes, you do my job.
That's why you can trust me, Big Frank, when it comes to your skincare and feminine hygiene needs. It's like your one-stop shop emporium for all the things that can keep you feeling young, beautiful, healthy, and infection-free. Because when you want to look your lady best and to feel your lady best, let's be frank. You know that Big Frank skincare and feminine hygiene products is the best.
Products is the best.
All right, God, that's good enough. Let's go grab a calzone. I'm starved.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we'll finish with two super popular ones. Like, you'll know these. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children are gone.
Jesus.
You know
That's
this.
terrible.
I'm sorry. You guys know this rhyme, right? Ladybird, ladybird.
No.
You don't know this. John, do you know this one?
Nope.
I don't. I've never heard it.
Really?
Ladybird is a.
I told you, dude. You're off the tracks, man. I don't know. I don't know where we
This
are.
is all your
Holy-
tradition
holy
and
mackerel.
weirdness.
Except for Baba Black Sheep. I knew that one.
Yeah. Well, I've known that one forever. Okay, let's try this one.
Oh, wait. Wait. Hang on. Do one more time.
Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children are gone.
I have
That's
heard
awful.
that.
I thought so.
Yes, I have heard that.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Your
About 10
fucking
minutes,
house
5
is on
minutes ago.
fire.
You
That's
were-
all I'm hearing.
Kyle is gaslighting
Run.
me so hard right now. Like I wondered.
No,
what,
I've never heard this.
I wonder what my name was. I felt like a girl in the front row of an Andrew Dice Clay show.
Look, John is an actor. He just pretended like he had heard that before.
Right.
And
No, actually, I think I may have heard it.
You think you may have heard it now?
I may have heard it. Okay.
You
I
son of a bitch.
I may have heard it too.
All right, fine. All right. Let's go to this
Plausible
one.
deniability.
Let's go to this one. You know this one for sure. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a
classic.
yo. All the
classic.
All that. Thank you.
But
Finally,
still no Cockhorse.
wait for it. All the king's horses.
Wait. Yeah.
All the king's horses and all the king's men
Yeah.
couldn't put Humpty
Horsecocks.
together again. So Humpty Dumpty, as you all probably know, is most commonly known as an egg, a big anthropomorphized egg with arms and legs.
Right. Where's that come from?
Yeah, great question. It comes from Lewis Carroll, the Alice in Wonderland guy. He put Humpty Dumpty as his first reference in the 1700s. The poem is traced to the late 1700s. But then Lewis Carroll used the character in Through the Looking Glass almost 100 years later in 1871, making him a, quote, rather uppity egg. But none of it makes sense. Like, eggs do not sit on walls. He had a great fall, so the wall is kind of high, I guess. Like, how did an egg climb up a tall wall? But the ending is the most surprising part, because horses at the time, particularly those in the King's Guard, were renowned as expert medical practitioners. Like, we needed the horses to put Humpty together again. Thank God the horses were there.
Their hooves are really gentle on
Eggshells.
They can actually they can hold scalpels very well.
Right. Like,
And suturing's no problem.
when you talk about walking on eggshells, you're talking about horses with their gentle hooves, gently walking on eggshells and fixing them.
And right.
Okay.
And a little known.
Do you think Lewis
medical
Carroll
fact
went?
here.
Little known fact there, Nami.
No fact, no.
There, Nami. Horses are the best at walking on eggshells, cuz they were famed medical practitioners in the 1700s. Okay, last one. Last nursery rhyme. Last one. You know this one. Everyone knows Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Were you aware of the second verse of this nursery rhyme? Because previous to this week, I was not aware of it. There is a real second verse. You can look it up at home.
I read it this week as well, so please continue.
What is it?
For John's sake.
I've never heard it.
Okay.
Check it out.
I'll do the tail end of the first verse to lead into the second. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got, and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. He went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. May I just say,
Man, that ties
he
it all
left
together.
Jill to die.
That brings it all together right there. Wow.
first of all, he left Jill to die and then went home to fix his broken head, of course, with vinegar and brown paper, as all of us do whenever we have a concussion.
Yeah.
Is there?
That's how you bandage your head.
I don't know how far you went into your research, Jay. But did you look up what that might be the remedy for? Vinegar and brown paper?
Killing your girlfriend.
Washing blood off of your hands.
Want to cover up a crime of murdering your girlfriend and leaving her to die at the bottom of the hill? Just wrap your head in some vinegar paper.
Who is
brown
this,
paper.
Jack? Where were you the night of the Hill Massacre?
So I promise that I will not go down a different path too far. But real quick, you guys, speaking of classic movies, like, you guys know Field of Dreams. It's it's not that old.
We know it's one of your favorites.
It's a favorite. It's not that old in terms of movies, but it's a classic. It's a classic film now. These 40 years later or whatever. But in the famous scene at the end when Karen's terrible redheaded brother, Timothy Busfield, or Annie's brother knocks Karen off the bleachers, and she's laying there. It looks like she's dead. And Annie's like, I'm calling the ambulance. And Ray Kinsella's like, Annie, wait. You don't have to call the ambulance. We have vinegar and brown paper. Just get the vinegar and brown paper. She'll be fine. And sure enough.
And Burt Lancaster steps across the line and opens his bag to pull out the brown paper soaked in vinegar.
Yes.
Carefully wrapping it around her head.
He's like,
and
what?
then just quotes. And then he says, see? It was just a hot dog.
What do we have here? This child is choking to death. Hold on. I have some vinegar.
Jake, that all ties back to what you were saying about how we were raised, how kids back when we were growing up versus today,
Right.
versus back then. And it's like, the kid's fine. Just choking on a bit of hot dog. No problem.
Nothing
Go
to worry.
back to what you were doing.
Get her
it's
up.
It's all good here.
Let's sit her
Yeah.
up. I have some vinegar and brown paper. She'd be fine.
You know what? You know what that girl needs? You know what that girl needs choking on that hot dog? No, Coddle. Just sit her up. Sit her up. And wrap this brown paper with vinegar around her head. She'll be fine.
And then
Little pat on the
the
back.
catcher
and, there
leans
you go.
forward and says, "There's only one thing to do: win the whole fucking thing."
Win one for me, will you,
then-
boys?
Cheers, everybody.
And then he kneels down and he says, "You know, boys, someday this war is going to end."
That's not baseball. They're surfers.
And then he says,
There's no crying in surfing.
and then he says, just get on your cockhorse and go win this war for me, would you, boys?
Yeah.
And just once, go out there and win one for the Cockhorse.
That was John's Ronald Reagan impersonate. Did you hear that, Kyle?
That was the original line of that movie.
John pulled out his Ronald Reagan.
Going.
That's a euphemism, by the way, pulling out your Ronald Reagan.
Wow. Don't do that.
It means
it's
actually,
old and-
it means
old and
it means
saggy.
cockhorse, by the way.
Yeah. Right.
Just thought I should share that. So that's it
With
on
dementia.
that's it on nursery rhymes.
That's pretty good stuff, Jay. That's the classic, definitely classics all the way. I mean,
Well, some of those were
Whoa,
not.
hey,
some of them
whoa,
were too,
Kyle
too
Jones.
classic.
I thought they were
No,
pretty
it-
classic myself. I was
Okay.
duly
Classic
impressed.
something. I'm just saying.
Kyle, what about you? You have something you want to share? Or?
What do you got, Mother
I
Scratcher?
wanted to, what's up your butt, Mother Scratcher? I did a lot of food. Classic meals, classic dishes.
recipes?
Yeah, classic anything. Like the low hanging fruit for me was candy corn. It's just
Classic.
A classic Halloween
Right, it's
staple.
classic, but no one. There's very
With no
few people who
packaging
still
required.
Like it.
Just throw the candy corn in the bag.
And people
a
generally
handful,
people
just-
don't really like it anymore. It reminds me of
I like your
my
devil.
wife-
I love your devil costume. Ooh, your witch costume is. Oh, that's a fun doctor costume. Here, have a handful of candy corn. Here, give me your pillowcase. There's a handful of candy corn, and there's a handful of candy corn for you. Oh, good job, kids.
yeah.
Oh, now I got to go wash my hands.
My hands are
And
sticky.
my candy corn.
I have to go wash my
hand
cockhorse
candy
now.
But yeah, and there are some old candies like you can talk about licorice as well, especially like
Let's not
Classic
talk about
licorice.
before we finish on candy corn. I unironically love candy corn. I actually
My wife
really
loves
candy
enjoy
corn.
it.
Do you know what the ingredients of candy corn is?
It's-
What is
it-
sugar,
it's a hun-
sugar,
it's
sugar,
mostly
and
honey.
3 colors.
But honey is a big
What?
ingredient. You can taste if you pop a candy corn in your mouth and squint and focus real hard, you can taste the honey. It is honey based.
You know what? What a perfect name for that candy. Corn.
Keep going.
It's
When you're supposed to be thinking about honey, if it was like related to honey, it might be a totally different
Oh,
story.
like
for the
high
candy corn
fructose
folks.
corn honey.
No, if they just called it honey bunny. Or
Oh yeah, honey
something.
corn.
nuggets, honey
Made
corn.
them a different shape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
I
be a
think
good
it's
idea.
like
No, not corn.
Wasn't the corn kind of the play on the popcorn, like popularity, like
Well,
popcorn? Everyone
and-
loves popcorn. Here's
No, it
candy
was
corn.
The shape of it was sort of corn. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
not
it's
even
supposed.
really
It
corn.
literally
What
is supposed
that?
to look
An
like
alien form of corn.
a single kernel of corn. Like if you were to take 100 candy
But it
corns.
doesn't.
No,
it
it
looks
does.
more like an arrowhead.
If you were to take take 100 candy corns, like literally, someone has done this. Look it up. I'm serious.
Okay.
Someone has done this. Like take a take a cylindrical object. Here's a pen. Take a cylindrical object.
Don't tell John that.
And then
Whoa!
look, here's
Don't put that up your Cockhorse.
I got a Cockhorse right here. So take this Cockhorse and pretend that is your corn cob, and then take a candy corn and put the narrow end on here, and then take another one and put it here and here and here and here, and all the way around, and then all the way down the length of it.
It resembles the corn.
It would resemble a full ear of corn with the orange part on the outside. But I unironically love candy corn. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I used to live in Britain. And while I was living in Britain,
I couldn't tell by your nursery rhyme about things no one understands.
I used to live in Britain, and we didn't have cars to go to school. We rode on a Cockhorse, and you could not get candy corn in England. It probably is still.
Oh no!
Right. So when Halloween would come around, like, you could not get candy corn. But I had a friend who lived on a military base, and at the PX of his military base, he could get candy corn. I was like, I will pay you whatever you want.
Good old American Army right there.
Yes, sir.
Don't you worry, folks.
Uncle,
we get you candy corn.
right in.
I got truckloads of candy corn right
got
out
your
back.
corn that tastes just
How
like
much you
honey
need?
right here.
Don't you worry, folks.
Look, we'll even give you
Uncle Sam has got you covered. We got candy corn out the wazoo.
We'll even give you your very own Cockhorse. You can put the candy corn right on it. Make it look just like a corn on the Cockhorse.
We just got a new shipment. We got two Cockhorses hauling a whole wagon full of candy corns, folks. Don't you worry. So I had a friend in middle school. I was like, Mike,
God, I want some candy corn right now.
Tell me what you need. How much? I will say I will give you 8 weeks worth of allowance to give one. And so he came through for me, and I took this bag of candy corn and I hid it under my bed. And every day, like, I would take out 2 pieces and just savor candy corn. Like, I hang onto that. It has a long shelf life, as you can imagine. But I savored that bag of candy corn for like a year. It was treasure to me. I love candy corn. Okay. Thank you for bringing. That's a classic.
I think
that is a classic to me.
Was there also a bit of element of you're getting away with something?
Maybe I just
sneaking that candy corn.
Yeah, but it could have been.
That's a good point. Like, we were, my parents did not encourage candy consumption. Like, because one of our.
But they did encourage
honey,
corn consumption, just not
honey masquerading as corn.
Right. Yeah, we could eat all the honey we wanted to, but candy, we were like,
why? Yeah, what not corn? Dear God.
It's not candy, Mom. It's just corn. I'm just enjoying some corn.
It's corn.
That's all.
Then why do they call it candy corn, Jay?
It's candy with a K. It's not real.
Like, we have candied yams at dinner all the time, and that's not a problem. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the deal?
Is that a problem?
British people and your
Should we cancel
yams.
Thanksgiving now? Are you saying the Pilgrims aren't American?
Yeah, what would the Pilgrims say to your no candy rule?
Wait a minute, the Mayflower.
Probably something about horse.
Actually, fellas, would you mind pausing? I need to call my mother. Actually, you've reminded me. She and I need to have a little chat.
Bring her in on the podcast here.
So
call her up, Dave.
Apologies, Kyle. You were talking about other classic candies.
You were.
Not necessarily candies, but food.
Hershey's Kisses?
Well, licorice.
Licorice is a candy? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the black licorice, anise, if you will. There's another thing out there that tastes similarly. That was just
it's an imposter.
That people considered a treat
caraway
for a long
seeds?
time. Sure.
Stick?
Sure, if you say so. Cockhorses? Yeah, you bet. If you say so, I guess. Sure, whatever. Just say words and I'll agree to them.
When it comes to,
banberries? You bet. Absolutely. Love banberries.
Dickies? Hell yeah.
Dickies? Yeah, I think that's another word for licorice. You bet. Go ahead.
So yeah, you're at Willy Wonka's freaking palace, and black licorice is. Where is that on your list?
It's really
Well, if
you're
you've been to
gonna go
Willy
eat
Wonka's, you know
first.
there is no black licorice.
yeah.
Right, because he knows.
He knows
He
what
knows
the people
that
want,
this
and the
is
people do not
ridiculous.
want black licorice. This is a great. I'm glad you brought this up. Black licorice is a candy. It's meant to be a treat because it's sweet, I guess. And no one likes it. And where did it come from? Like, why did someone decide? Like, you know what the kids would enjoy? You kids have been so good this week. You have been the perfect, pretty little hens, and you've cleaned the house and ironed all the shirts. I'm going to give you a nice treat. Here's some black licorice. Here's some licorice humbugs, kids, because you've been
But you
so
know why?
good.
You know why? Though but it was good compared to the crap that they were eating.
vinegar, vinegar and
They were
brown
eating
paper.
Cockhorse.
Vinegar
They were
and brown
eating
paper.
Cockhorse,
I know,
before.
and it's like, wait a minute, this is something because like black licorice to me is very much like the taste of straight up molasses, and it's just like
Okay,
no molasses.
but
that's.
but it's
I think
still
that's generous,
sweeter.
but okay.
It's
Very.
still sweeter than what it. I mean, so I think it wasn't until they started going, what if we just put sugar in it?
But still, there are.
I think that's what it
I'm
was
still
still-
standing in front of Willy Wonka, and everything that is there in front of me, black licorice. No matter how much sugar you pour into that, until it just tastes like sugar,
It's crap,
I'm
yeah.
never going to choose.
Well,
that.
if you pour enough sugar into black licorice, it becomes red licorice and quite delicious.
It's like
and that's not even licorice, right?
Like over here, I've got a barrel of sewage next to a barrel of fine red wine. I'm going to take a teaspoon of red wine and pour it in the sewage, and it's still sewage. And I take a teaspoon of sewage and pour it in the red wine, and now that whole barrel is sewage. It's basically the same thing. Like, oh, Daddy, must we have pie with 20 blackbirds again? No, children, I've brought a treat. Black licorice. You don't have to eat 20 blackbirds
please, the blackbird
baked in a
pie.
pie again. Tonight is a treat. It's a feast. Black licorice for you, children. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas, children.
And here's
it's
a goose.
It's
Goose.
a bit of a specialty. It's very precise in how you have to have this happen in timing. It is when a cockhorse has a hemorrhoid and it bursts, you must capture the essence of the burst cockhorse hemorrhoid. And
It's a
this
goose stuffed with
becomes
candy
your
corn
licorice.
and black licorice, children. Happy Christmas. The happiest of
Goose that is
Christmases.
feasted on nothing but black licorice stuffed with candy corn.
All right, so okay, I have another one that this may get a little complicated. And I do not want to piss off an entire country. So I'm going
But
to
I'm
say
gonna.
the word, and then I'm going to explain it. Why I find this to be it's a classic for sure. Poutine.
Oh, okay.
No,
It doesn't upset
you're not
me.
offending
It doesn't
anyone.
upset me at all.
that doesn't upset me.
Poutine is Canadian, as you
And
would know,
something I'm
and
doing right now.
potato chips, your
Potato chips.
French fries, and then cheese curds,
Pomme frites. Kyle Jones? Pomme
and,
frite, perhaps?
thank you.
my
for
French
your,
is rusty, but I think it's
Chili.
and then they
Isn't it
dump
like chili?
they call it gravy,
right.
and
No, gravy. Yeah, not chili. Gravy.
that's the basics of the dish. And one of the weird things I have found when I go there now, there's like
Wait, when you
a
go
million
where?
different
When you go where?
to Montreal was the last place I was.
Okay.
We'll say that. And now there are all these different kinds of gravies or different kinds of poutine.
Yeah.
Like just walk in, you don't just walk in and say, I want poutine, but now it's like, which kind? Because
Can you
there's
get
all
black
these
licorice
variations.
poutine?
You probably can. You go to the right place or the wrong place.
Yeah.
But my I like it. I like the first like 5 bites.
First 5 bites?
Yeah, then it's a soggy
That's awesome. 6
bullshit.
bite is out.
Okay,
It's
hold
a
on.
soggy ass mess after those first
How do you
5
feel?
bites.
I want to get back to poutine and the different flavors, but how do you feel about like your classic chili cheese fries? Do you also get tired of that after 5 bites? Because those get soggy as well in the same way. But it doesn't bother.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
bother
find-
this Cockhorse.
It does bother me, and
That's why in
Chili cheese fries?
go ahead.
Like you get tired of chili cheese fries after the halfway through?
No, I don't. It's like who's the guy who squirts all the ketchup on top of their fries?
Johnny
before
Holmes.
he starts eating. These are psychopaths.
Easy. Take
You
it
need to
easy. I
squirt
want to
it on the
know.
side.
I want to talk about how Kyle Jones enjoys a tray of chili cheese fries.
So what I normally do is that if I'm going to have chili cheese fries, which I don't on a regular basis.
Because you eat very healthy, I know. But when you did,
No,
how did you?
no, I do not. But there is a place that has their own chili, and they have crinkle cut fries, which are my favorite
Perfect.
because of salt, coverage.
Yeah. More
And
surface
what
area for the
happens- So I order the corn dog with fries and a side cup of chili.
Okay.
So the chili is separate.
Ah, okay. So,
So
if
you
so
can
the
regulate
fries-
the amount of chili to French fry ratio.
I can regulate the amount of sog.
I see.
By the time I'm at
So,
the
yeah,
bottom
so
of my fries, they're
What
still
Jay
good
is
fries.
saying is take some French fries and then just dump chili all over it and then put
well,
cheese
that's
on
what
top.
they do. That's what the poutine.
But you say no.
Yeah,
I
you would
say
have,
no.
you have a problem with that as well as you have a problem.
The-
Okay,
the-
so back to France.
the
then.
main thing I guess I have is the classic way it is served.
Okay.
Is I don't
Just a
like
big-
it. I think it's
it's-
bad.
well, it's
I'm gonna
quite uneatable.
crap on that.
Have you ever explored
How do
a
you say that in
poutine? A poutine with the side ingredients, like can you get just the fries and the side gravy and the side cheese curds or
Yeah,
whatever?
I saw it happen. While in Montreal, we were catching a football game while eating poutine, and France was playing. It was great. It was a perfect experience. We're watching France. play
Well,
soccer
la
in
di
a-
da, Kyle Jones. Wow.
Right in Montreal.
We
and
were
a
watching
local-
European
hobnobbing.
football and enjoying some poutine and sherry. It was just wonderful. It was my ideal date.
Some call it
The
high tea.
Montrealians are, they're French-ish.
Montrealians.
But anyway, they
they're called Montrealies,
the-
by the way.
oh, that's cool.
I think they're called Montreux.
But the
They're called Montromos, actually.
that can't be right.
They're called
we're all packed into
Cockhorses,
this-
actually.
Yeah, right. In French.
Oui, oui.
Comment se dit Cockhorse en français? Comment veut dire
S'il vous plaît, Cockhorse. S'il vous plaît, Cockhorse.
Oh, yeah.
deux?
Oui, papa.
Non, trois Cockhorse, s'il vous
Trois
plaît.
cacos in la boca.
Cockhorse
Trois,
partout,
Cockhorse. Un, deux, trois.
s'il vous plaît.
Non deux, non une. Un, deux, trois, Cockhorse. How dare you?
Oh, dear. Why does that make me so happy? It shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it does.
Well, in my experience while eating this, because the wife, I love the whole idea of it. I love cheese and fries and gravy. It all tasted great, but very shortly. And I was sitting next to, we were sitting next to some locals who were really into the football match. And I got to talking to him, and he ordered his poutine with the gravy on the side.
That gave you the idea.
No, yeah. This is a local guy who felt the same way I did because we had been
kind of a
sampling
kindred spirit. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, wait a minute. You
We
eat
have
your
been,
Snickers bar with a knife and fork too. So that's
that's right.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty cool.
anyway,
dude. Kindred, like a brother from another mother.
But he was a local guy, and so I was pleased to see that even within
it's
within
kind
the
of
world
like
of Montreal,
it's cool to do that. It's acceptable behavior.
you
that's
don't
good.
have
That's good to know.
Order it
Now,
with the gravy already dumped on top.
Would you call this a variation of the traditional poutine, where it's the cheese curds drenched in the gravy, and then you go to French fries covered in gravy and cheese or chili and cheese or whatever? In Texas, we did, as you know this, but we then said, hey, forget the French fries, forget the cheese curds. We're going to open up a bag of Fritos and dump in chili and cheese and onion. Call it a Frito pie.
I have no complaints.
Do you think that's a
of the classic Frito
but
pie?
do you think that's a variation from the poutine? Because I would say the poutine was around before the Frito pie.
Before Fritos, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. Before Lay's.
Yeah. So
Before I got laid.
I mean, if we're gonna split hairs, then yes, the Frito. I enjoy a Frito pie more than I enjoy.
I know, but I do too. But I'm saying, do you think it is
cheese,
something that's a
gravy
derivative
fries.
of the original poutine?
Yeah. I don't know if one beget. I don't know if it was beget from the other.
I like that word. I'm going to say yes, it does. That's a
Okay.
good word. It beget. It begot.
It was begotten by.
It was begotten.
From.
Not forgotten, but begotten. Oh, that's nice.
But either way, I like them both. I just think the classic way to serve it by dumping all that gravy on top of it is a terrible idea.
I
gonna
can
crap
relate to that.
on that classic presentation.
Sometimes there can be too much stuff on stuff.
Oh, that's my next one is it started off it's a little shady. I kind of realized that I was arguing against myself in the fact of just the big ass hamburger. I don't want that giant ass hamburger,
Like a side
either
of beef
a
that you can't
massive
get your mouth on?
patty or 3 patties and all that crap. I don't just want a good burger. I want the classic. That's the problem, and it's harder and harder to find just the classic hamburger. I keep even when we love Whataburger, but every time they come up with something new and they go, "Ooh, that sounds great," it's got 2 or 3 freaking meat patties on there. I want the classic burger.
You can get
What is a classic burger?
sure.
Because I think that depends on where you are, who you are, what you are, when you are.
Right. But this
what
massive.
would you say? Like what? Let's just go down the line here. What would you say is a classic burger to you?
Is there a conventional
I am-
wisdom on
Where
this,
does it-
Cal Jones?
Where does it exceed
So
being a classic
Jay,
burger?
just to catch up real quick, I don't like how the classic burger has what the burger is now. They're getting too huge, too tall for one,
Okay.
and making these massive burgers. And I think I think a lot of it is just each person who comes to the store, I don't want them spending $5. I want them spending $15.
Sure.
And so we serve $15 burgers.
But you can still go to McDonald's and order a, quote, hamburger in the classic McDonald Brothers style with 1 patty, 2 pickle chips, some diced onion, ketchup, and mustard. Like, you can still order that for $1.69.
You're not wrong. And
Like, it's
I was,
available
I
to you.
wouldn't even call that a classic burger.
Yeah.
Agreed. But if all you
right.
want is a, quote, hamburger, you can still order that, at least at McDonald's
Right.
and maybe some other places. But Whataburger, to your point, we love Whataburger. And one of the great things about Whataburger is you can have it your way. Like, you order whatever. Like, You can customize
Are they a
Whataburger
sponsor?
out the
Jay, are
wazoo. This is a good time to take a break. We have a quick ad about our sponsor, Whataburger.
A Whataburger.
Do you miss the classic burger? I do, but there's still a place you can get it here in Texas, just down the street, Whataburger. You'll eat that classic burger with just a single patty and a slice of cheese, ketchup and mustard, and you'll say, "What a burger!"
Classic.
So
anyway, it had its caveats. This whole idea, I realized that as I was,
you realized
complaining
you'd
about
made
the
a
big
terrible
giant-
mistake.
Yeah, that I had strayed from the topic. I was arguing with myself. The classic burger I like the classic burger.
Oh no, is that where your black eye came from? You got in a big fight with yourself?
Man, I was all over myself. I don't know what happened.
I'm just so clumsy
sorry.
these days.
Came all over yourself with a burger?
Whoa, Jesus.
No,
This
with
isn't
a
about
Cockhorse. Come on.
Horse cock.
Came on. God. Oh.
Anyway.
How did we get to the bottom
So
quickly?
anyway, I was admitting that I was ranting on something and realized that, okay, I can still get that. I just don't like the whole giant burger thing.
Okay. Yeah. So this was a
Do you
terrible.
do you like a smash burger?
Smash burgers are great. They're fine.
I'm just saying, just by their very name, they're actually smaller burgers. They're not as big as the big.
Why is that
the
in their
word I
very
would
name?
use-
Would you explain yourself? How is that in their very name that they're small burgers?
The smash. I mean, they're not as tall. They're smashed down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm following.
I don't.
It can get wider.
All the onion and meat are smashed together. This makes a small burger.
Yeah, they could
thinner
be,
burger.
they could be this big around, but as long as they're quite thin because they've been smashed down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a smaller burger.
Great, Kyle. Can we move?
I,
can we move on?
Anyway, the word I would use would be diner burger.
Okay. I can tell you who makes the absolute worst burger.
Yeah, we should. Might as well.
Oh, and this is a place. Jay, you might know of them. Kyle, you might too. But this is in a little town called New Haven, Connecticut, just off the campus of Yale. There's a place called Louie's Lunch, and Louie's Lunch is about the size of a Airstream trailer, if not smaller. And they make their burgers in these old cookers, and they sit vertically against flame, so they're not flat.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They turn them 45 degrees and put them in this broiler
the,
kind of thing,
Okay.
Like in a,
and then they pull them
on
out.
On
Is
a
it-
they put
spit
'em on-
almost.
is it kind of like dropping a
they put
raw
'em on-
burger patty into a toaster?
Yes, exactly, Jay. That's exactly the right image. Well done. Well done.
You ever throw a toothpick into a volcano?
And it's also somewhat like that. But they
But more
pull them
like
out,
the
they put them
toaster.
on
But well
white
done,
bread.
Kyle.
They pull them out and they put them on white bread that resembles like Pepperidge Farm white bread. You know, the little thin slices.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
and,
sad.
And I think and mayo, maybe something. But that's it. You don't get cheese. There's no condiment. There's no pickle. There's no vegetable of any kind.
Really?
Yeah, and they say this is the home of the hamburger. We invented this. But they never changed it. And I got to tell you, it is the worst burger I've ever had. I mean, it was like if you invented it, somebody real quick went, hey, fuck this. If we add sugar to this, it will no longer taste like black licorice. We can actually make
Horse
it into
cock,
something.
everybody.
So how are they still in bit like in the age of social media? How
Great question, Jay. Because it is
John's angry.
classic. It is a classic place to go in New Haven.
Oh man.
It's got the lore. It's got the. I mean,
The
if you've
lore.
never been, you've got to go to Louie's Lunch. Oh man, that's the home of the hamburger,
Right.
and you'll only go once.
So okay, now
there's a
now
lot
it
of
makes
people.
sense. Like, listen, New Haven is famous for the worst burger in America. You got to try it. It's
You gotta go.
you will
gotta
leave
go, yeah.
you will leave unsatisfied for sure. But you got to. It's like you got to
You
kiss.
are going to hate this.
If you're going
And
to
here's the
Dublin,
kicker.
if you're going to Dublin, you have to kiss the Blarney Stone. Like it sucks. It's the worst. You have to bend over backwards. You lay down and bend over backwards. Like you will leave with a
Exactly.
cramp for sure. But you've kissed the Blarney Stone. You have to, right?
And probably someone's spittle in your mouth. But I mean, that's not
Exactly.
the point.
Like you will catch COVID, but at least you will say you've kissed the Blarney Stone.
Or it's like when we went to that convention in Chicago, you got to go to Gene and Jude's and have the Chicago dog piled with French fries, and you've got to eat it all together. That's the way you do it at Gene and Jude's.
You're right. That's absolutely
want the-
right.
If you
Wow.
want the full-on
Wow, wow.
experience, that's how you got to do
That's
it.
why you go to Louis' Lent. Okay, now I get it. Now it makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
It didn't make sense
Exactly.
before, but now it does. Thank you. Oh my God.
So if I can continue with food for at least one more,
Oh, all right. Okay.
I'm going to go with grape flavor.
Yes.
The classic
flavor in
grape
general.
flavor has zero qualities that remind you of grape other than maybe the purple color. It is
See, I'm
its own
colorblind. I'd say
flavor.
blue.
It is its own flavor and has nothing to do with grapes.
Yes, I'm very interested in this. Can we start by if you like what is the most accessible item that has the fake grape flavor that we would have recently had, like a Jolly Rancher,
Kool-Aid.
maybe? Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid,
Jolly
the
Rancher,
Jolly Rancher,
popsicle.
yeah, but
Like as an adult, I do not drink Kool-Aid or eat popsicles, but maybe a Jolly Rancher I would come across from time to time, a purple Jolly
Fanta,
Rancher.
Jay,
you ever do a?
you not
No.
like popsicles?
I like them okay.
I go to a brand. I go to popsicle brand, sugar-free popsicles, and I cannot eat it. I can't have enough of them.
As a grown-ass man, I do
I'll
not-
eat a whole fucking box in a night.
Really?
Yeah, because there's only 15 calories.
You heard it here, folks.
So,
John Swayze eats popsicles like a child.
Oh my
Wow.
God! In fact, my daughter Tara and I, we would eat them just nonstop until she went to college. Now I do it solo.
Because-
and John, I know
Because your daughter grew up and went to college and doesn't eat popsicles anymore because she's now
yes,
not.
now she's not doing that.
But John
anymore.
Swayze
She's all
still
grown up.
does.
I'm still at it, baby. I'm still at it. Target.
But John,
Do you still trick or
did
treat,
you know-
Nope. Popsicles melt. You gotta eat them
John,
right
I know
then.
you know. John, I know you already know this, but I just want the listening audience to know also that you can get the same enjoyment from a popsicle. It's already shaped accordingly, and John told me that you can just shove it up your ass; it'll melt.
That's not what I said.
Oh,
That's what I heard.
I offer a
That's-
full retraction then.
I think I was
apologize.
speaking of Cockhorse when I said shove it up your ass.
Oh, okay. But
Now, if you froze it, it would be a frozen coxicle.
it's already frozen. Jesus Christ.
Cockhorsicle. Cockhorsicle.
Somehow Kyle heard the words
don't know.
popsicle, but you meant cockhorse.
Immediately thought that should be shoved up your ass.
I can,
Oh,
I can
that
see
was
how
me.
I
That
can
was
see
me.
how one
Sorry.
might mishear that.
They sound like.
So that was the end of my food.
Oh, really?
area.
That surprises me, Kyle Jones, because as we're talking
Well,
about
I have
classic,
a lot of other.
I know, and I want to
Yeah,
get
bring
to
it
those.
on, bring it on,
But
Jay.
as we're talking about classic recipes, I am really surprised you didn't bring up green bean casserole.
No,
Because
I didn't.
talk about
because
a
we've already
classic.
Already
discussed
covered
it.
that.
Yeah, we had already discussed it. But yeah, that is a total like, what are we doing here? And for those of you at home, we learned that was a contest within the company at what is it, Del
Campbell's
Monte?
Campbell's Soup Company. How dare
Campbell's
you,
soup.
Campbell's
Del
soup.
Monte?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it might be the green beans, but it was
No, it was the soup.
the cream
Yeah.
of mushroom soup.
What was her name?
Yeah,
that,
make a recipe with
Dorcas Riley. Have you forgotten so
Dorcas,
quickly?
my
Riley.
man.
Yeah.
Our favorite Dorcas? Come on.
Jay has his notes right in front of him.
How dare you?
I remember Dorcas.
He knew this was
Come
going to
on.
circle back.
Yeah, I needed to consult my diary to remember the name Dorcas. Because
Dorcas,
otherwise,
any chance to bring back
so
a Dorcas and
forgettable.
horsecock.
Dorcas, come on, get out of here. Get out of here with that. All right,
But
Kyle,
no,
I
yeah.
apologize. Green
that
bean
was
casserole.
on my mind. that was on my mind, and but I didn't bring it up because
Dorcas,
yes, thank you for
Dorcas on my mind. Other arms
Thank you
reach
for-
out to me.
I think Glenn
'Cause
Campbell was
that
going to
is-
do the theme song.
Dorcas, Dorcas, the whole night through.
Well, we did it. We finally hit bottom. I knew we would. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about this finely distilled product, visit bottomofthebarrelpodcast.com, where you can find our previous episodes, merch, and even some Patreon options. If you want to tell us how smart we are or how stupid we are, or if you have a topic you want us to dive into, hit us up on our socials. Bottom of the Barrel Podcast is on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Special thanks go out to our audio production guru, Dave Lasco, our beloved manager and punching bag, Olivia Swayze, and Jonathan Benjamin. Take care.